Hey Russell, I got your package here. It was sent to my Iowa address, and I left the Sunday, and they got there on a Monday. So my son sent it to me, and I just got it. So let's open it together and take a look and see what we got going on. It says that you couldn't open it only if you held the button down, and then you had like voltages. Terminal 2 and 3 had 1.75 volts, and that means you may have damaged the output protection for the sensors, and that could be a result of actually bad sensors. So we're going to test everything. We got your keypad here. I'm going to real quickly put a little, I'm going to put a dot in everything that we take out of this package. I'm going to put a pink dot right there. And here's one sensor. I'll put a pink dot right there by the wire. And then another sensor. Put another pink dot there by the wire output. And then we have a remote. I'm going to put a pink dot right in the center of it. And then we have, oh man, oh, I was like, yeah, darn it. That would have been something else. Yeah, this is what you had wrote me up here. Okay, and then we got your board here. Should have a serial number on it that I put on it, and it does. So let's put a dot on the processor there. That way we know it's you. Alright, so let's see. We're going to use the meter here. I'm not even going to plug it in case that it is a bad board. I don't want to damage anything of mine. So we got an ES right there. That may come off if I have to do rework. I'll have to clean the board with denatured alcohol. That's going to come off. But we got a pink dot there. And your serial ends in a 291. Alright. Okay, that. Everything seems good. I can see all of my rework that I did. I can see the rework I did on the RF section. I replaced a few things on the radio frequency output section. And looks good. I need to extend the wire to be able to use them. I'm going to pause it because I have to extend the wires. It's going to take time out of the video. Okay, we're back. So I had to make a extension wire for the sensors, that way we could hook it up, because it wasn't long enough to do the thing. Alright, so I'm turning off this lamp here, your board with the pink dot. Turning off the overhead lamp, I'm going to plug the board in. And when I plug it in, let me get rid of this white screen. When I plug the board in, you'll see the back illuminate. Alright, so first we're going to test the board with my sensors that I tested your board with. Alright. So, and I'm going to check before I do anything to see if my remote is still programmed to this board. If my remote is programmed to this board and it works without me programming it, that means that my instructions weren't followed. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so that it was cleared. That's perfect. I'm going to clear it again. 8 seconds until the LED goes out. I'm going to do a hard reset. I'm going to do this 5 times. There's once. Twice. 3 times. 4 times, and the 5th time for a hard reset. Now let's program my remote. Alright. I'm not sure which direction this is going, but we'll know here in a minute. Alright, so it's working exactly like it did when I had sent it back. So let's take a sensor off, and now let's see what we got. So now we're protecting because it's wanting to go down, and a sensor has been removed, so it won't. So let's reconnect my sensors. And now the door is going down. Alright, so now we need to hook up your sensors. And this ought to be. so your sensors are lit up, and now they're not because I've taken them off axis. Now they're lit up because they're touching. So now we can see your sensors are lit up. Now I'm going to use my remote control. So now let's take your sensors offline. Okay. Now let's try it again. So we're going up. And now going down, it should protect. And it does. So let's put your sensors back online. There you go. Now we should go down, no problem. And we do. So we got your remote now with the pink dot. We're going to have to program your remote now. Alright, testing your remote. Alright, so far so good. Now, let's take the sensors offline. We're going up. Now, when we go down, it should protect. Yep. Back online. And now we're going down. Okay. So your sensors work with your board and with your remote keypad. Oh, it looks like the keypad's dead. Oh, yeah, I don't have a 9-volt. I have batteries for this. Anyhow, I won't be able to program that, but I guarantee you it'll program if this works. So everything you have here works. The board works. I've tested it with my remote at 16 meters. It works. Your sensors work. My sensors work. Everything's working. All right, shipping back to you ASAP. All right, so the sensor wires with the white and black goes on the right side, and the solid white goes in the center. Thank you very much.